All right, sir, you Robert Trahan?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Trahan's cases are set for trial to begin with jury selection next Monday. There's 3 cases. We've got 25 DCCR 1094 charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle, 25 DCCR 1317 possession of a controlled substance, and a 25 DCCR 1536 charged with evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. And what is everyone's announcement?
You first.
State's ready.
We're ready. Judge, I do have, I was special set in orange on a bond case. So I don't know how you want to handle that, but I was special set before this case was set.
Is there a protection order or it was just a setting? But they're on bond?
Yes,
And whose court?
Townsend.
Okay, talk to them and we'll go from there.
And I had a pretrial in that court tomorrow. So if whatever happens here, if I know before tomorrow. then I
Yeah,
should-
you'll know the number today of your case. And so it looks like the state, well, Mr. Coleman, which case would the state elect to proceed on?
The evading judge.
All right, so 1536 would be the numbered case. And it looks like the state has filed a notice of intent to introduce extraneous. Is that just for punishment or is it any enhancement?
It's for punishment, Judge. The indictment has already enhanced this case to 25 to 99, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.
And the
And
state.
it looks like the previous plea bargain rejection, when we were here in March, was for 7-year term. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
And so, Mr. Trahan, there's only a couple of cases left set for trial, so it's very likely that yours will be close to the top of the list to go to trial next week. I want to make sure that's what you want to do, understanding that if you're found guilty and if those prior convictions are true, that you would be looking at a minimum of 25 years in prison up to 99 years or life.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and it looks like the state has also filed a motion to accumulate, which means you've got 3 cases. They're all from different offense dates. And so if you're found guilty on one, then we could go to trial on the next one. If you're found guilty on that one, the state could ask that any sentence you get, if you're found guilty, be stacked on top of each other in all of these cases. Do you understand that as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
And not to get into the facts of the case, have no doubt Mr. Hickard has gone over the video with this defendant, but Judge, it's captured on video.
And have you looked at the video?
Yeah, it's a misunderstanding.
Okay, I just want to make sure you've seen it. Y'all discussed it. And so we will number the case. I'll number it as soon as docket's over and we'll let you know so you know what to do about next week as well.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. You can go back with the bailiff. Morning, sir, you're live in Stratton.
Yes, ma'am.
And this is 19-33601. Mr. Stratton is charged with capital murder. And what's the announcement?
Judge, we have gotten, I think, all of the media, but we're having a wrinkle with one of the police reports that's rather lengthy that Ms. Molfino is trying to figure out why it's not transferring over from the old program.
Okay. Other than that, though, everything has been.
Other than that, I'm missing about 20 or 30 pages of police report. Other than that, I think we're good.
And what we're doing, Judge, is somewhat equivalent to kind of a reverse manual Bates stamp, if that makes any sense. With it converting from workflow to Odyssey, there was all kind of glitches, including the media. We have recreated that from originals at the police department. But maybe that some of it is merged into one another, but myself and intern are going through it this time and just documenting every single page number so I can get that to Mr. Rappert and he can tell me which 20 is missing, because just I'm missing 20 out of the 2 red wells I had. It was difficult and I wanted to, of course, have everything, but I think we've probably exhausted all of our discussions regarding the judge and are headed to the trial docket.
So is there any reason to believe that those pages out of that police report would change the position?
I don't know, but I doubt it, but I don't know.
So here's what I want to do. I'm going to give one more reset for an announcement.
Okay.
If the case is going to trial, I want to try it before the end of the year. So we're getting already halfway through the year. So we need to start looking at some dates and what's available if possible for the end of
I'd
the
like
year.
to get a special setting judge. I have some out-of-state witnesses that.
Yeah, no, it's going to definitely be, I think because it's the nature of it and we'll definitely make sure that when it's set, it will be the case to go. We'll do a protection order if you need it and
Yeah.
things like that. So we'll make sure everybody's available. If you have any other cases that are set that are going, that are specially set, kind of maybe start an email with me, you guys, and we can start coming up with a date. Obviously, if something happens before then and it's taken care of, that's one thing. But if we want to start looking for a date, let's go ahead and start looking for that now.
I guess we can, after we get the next reset, we can have a pretrial conference in chambers and get some dates.
Yeah, I mean, just start an email
Okay.
and we'll start it that way. And
Because I have so many family members, I will reach out to them now and kind of take a look. If, obviously with the age of it and the witnesses, et cetera, it's a lot of moving parts.
it is a lot. So that's why we need to get it set so that everybody can get everybody here and subpoenaed, and we don't, we can't. It's going to be difficult for everybody to be completely available, but if they know ahead of time and they're under subpoena, then they won't have a choice. So I'd rather do it that
I
way.
do have a trip planned out of the country for Thanksgiving.
You'll just make sure you have that
I'll send that to him.
vacation letter
I
in.
will also.
Okay. All right. So let's just do 30 days. That way you guys can please get the police report. If that changes anything, we'll know then. Otherwise, between now and then, let's start looking at other dates, but we'll have one more announcement
Yes, ma'am.
before trial.
May I be
Okay.
excused?
Yes.
I didn't know it, and it allows me to. You think, thought this father had a heart attack.
Good morning. Are you Darius Rigsby?
Yes, ma'am.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
You know, Your Honor.
Mr. Rigsby, in cause number 25 DCCR 1089, you're charged with a state jail felony offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle from May 18th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Rigsby is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of unauthorized use of a vehicle. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 12 months in the Jefferson County Jail under Section 1244 of the Penal Code. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, so you did waive your right to appeal. I also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. If you have any questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with me. All right, good luck to you, sir. Can you go back with the bailiff? Good morning. Are you Andrew Howard?
Yes, ma'am.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Howard, in cause number 25 DCCR 0742, you're charged with a state jail felony offense of fraudulent use or possession of identifying information from April 18th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they've charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you sign these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
Notice how routine this plea sounds, but the consequences are anything but routine. A guilty plea can waive major rights, including the right to appeal, making this one of the most important moments in the entire.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
Objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Howard's not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of the state jail felony offense of fraudulent use or possession of identifying information. sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 18 months in the state jail prison. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I will sign a dismissal as part of this agreement and clause number 25 DCCR 0741, and this will also run concurrently with your federal case. Now, as long as
They've already been sentenced over there, and I think we're good with that.
okay, I just
I've
want to make
explained
sure.
to him that.
Well, I'm going to make sure I explain it too. The federal system does whatever they want. So I'm going to say that this runs concurrently with their case, but that's completely up to them. Okay, so it sounds like it's going to be no problem, but if it's for some reason the federal system says it's not going to run concurrently and you have to do one before the other, there is absolutely nothing I can do about that other than what I say today and what the intention is. Okay.
Yes.
So that case is 1:25 CR 56. And as far as I'm concerned, it will run at the same time. Okay. I'm handing you the trial court certification. That shows that this was an agreement that I followed. And so you've waived your right to appeal. I also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. If you have any questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Parker. All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you very much. That's the one too.
I have no idea about this. It's Michigan. I mean, I'm not representing, usually we don't live in there.
I saw it whenever I get to.
I'll get with the misdemeanor prosecutor
Okay.
right now, email them and tell them,
Okay.
part of our agreement was to dismiss
Okay.
any misdemeanors that came out of this transaction.
So everything 6.
What stands out here is how much of the court's work happens before a trial ever begins. Plea agreements, sentencing details, and legal consequences can shape a person's future in just a few minutes. Do you think these outcomes were fair?